We've all been there. You're on the couch, scrolling endlessly through social media or binge-watching your favorite show. Hours disappear in a flash. You know you should be working on that project, tidying up the house, or finally starting that new hobby, but the motivation just isn't there. You feel sluggish and uninspired, despite spending hours engaged in seemingly stimulating activities. This feeling of disconnect, of being plugged in but not truly engaged, is a common experience in our hyper-connected world. Our brains are drowning in a sea of easily accessible dopamine hits, but this constant stimulation comes at a cost. This essay will explore the powerful role dopamine plays in our lives, how modern technology can hijack this system, and what we can do to regain control and cultivate a healthier, more sustainable relationship with this essential neurotransmitter. Imagine biting into a delicious meal, receiving a heartfelt compliment, or achieving a challenging goal. These experiences trigger a surge of dopamine in your brain, creating a sense of pleasure and satisfaction. Dopamine is not just about experiencing pleasure in the moment, it's about the anticipation of it. When we anticipate a reward, our brains release dopamine, motivating us to take action and achieve the desired outcome. This anticipation reward cycle is essential for survival, driving us to seek food, shelter, and social connection. Think about the last time you were really looking forward to something: a vacation, a concert, a date with someone special. The excitement and anticipation you felt were partly driven by dopamine. However, this system, finely tuned over millennia, is now being challenged by the constant stimulation of modern life. We have access to an unprecedented array of instant gratification opportunities, from social media notifications, to online shopping, to endless streaming entertainment. Understanding how this reward system works is the first step towards regaining control and building a healthier relationship with the digital world. Our ancestors relied on dopamine to motivate them to hunt for food, find shelter, and secure social connections. Their dopamine spikes were earned through effort and often followed by periods of rest and recovery. Today, our environment is drastically different. Smartphones, social media, video games, and streaming services offer endless opportunities for instant gratification. Every notification, like, and share triggers a surge of dopamine, reinforcing the behavior of checking, scrolling, and consuming. This creates a feedback loop that keeps us hooked, even when we know we should be doing something else. We become addicted to the quick hits of dopamine, neglecting activities that require sustained effort and offer delayed rewards. The constant stimulation of the digital world can lead to a state of dopamine overload. This can manifest as difficulty focusing, procrastination, feelings of restlessness and anxiety, and a decreased ability to experience pleasure from activities that were once enjoyable. Recognizing the signs of dopamine overload is crucial for breaking free from this cycle and reclaiming control over our attention, motivation, and well-being. The first step towards change is awareness. By recognizing the signs of a dopamine imbalance, we can start to understand the impact of our technology habits and take steps to regain control. Here are some common indicators that you might be caught in a dopamine loop: constant cravings. You feel a persistent urge to check your phone, refresh your email, or scroll through social media, even when you know there's nothing new to see. Difficulty focusing. You struggle to concentrate on tasks, especially those that require sustained attention and don't offer immediate rewards. Procrastination. You put off important tasks in favor of activities that provide instant gratification, even if you know it will have negative consequences later. Restlessness and boredom. You find it difficult to sit still and be present at the moment, always seeking external stimulation to avoid feelings of boredom or discomfort. Lack of enjoyment in once pleasurable activities. Activities that you used to find enjoyable, such as reading, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies, now seem boring or unappealing. By understanding the signs of dopamine overload, you can begin to make conscious choices to restore balance to your life and rediscover the joy of sustainable motivation and genuine connection. Section 5. Resetting the balance strategies for a healthier dopamine system. Restoring balance to our dopamine system is not about eliminating pleasure or becoming anti-technology. It's about making conscious choices to engage with technology in a way that supports our well-being, rather than controlling it. Here are some strategies to help you regain control and reset your dopamine system. First, consider a dopamine detox. Take a break from activities that trigger excessive dopamine release, such as social media, video games, or binge-watching shows. Start with a short period, like a few hours or a day, and gradually increase the duration. Next, practice mindful technology use. Set boundaries around your technology use. Create phone-free zones in your home, designate specific times for checking emails and social media, and turn off notifications to minimize distractions. engage in activities that promote dopamine in healthy ways, such as exercise, spending time in nature, listening to music, pursuing hobbies, and connecting with loved ones. Remember, restoring balance to your dopamine system is a journey, not a destination. Embracing boredom, finding joy in the ordinary. We live in a world that constantly demands our attention. Our phones buzz with notifications, our social media feeds endlessly refresh, and streaming services offer an overwhelming catalog of entertainment options. However, boredom, often seen as an unpleasant state to avoid, can be a surprising source of creativity and inspiration. When we allow ourselves to disconnect from the constant stimulation of the digital world and embrace moments of quiet contemplation, our minds are free to wander, make new connections, and generate fresh ideas. Think about the last time you had a truly original thought or came up with a creative solution to a problem. Was it while you were scrolling through social media or responding to emails? Or was it during a quiet moment of reflection while taking a walk, showering, or simply staring out the window? By resisting the urge to constantly fill every quiet moment with digital distractions, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities that exist beyond the screen. Delayed gratification, the path to long-term fulfillment. In today's world of instant gratification, it's easy to fall into the trap of prioritizing immediate rewards over long-term goals. We choose the instant dopamine hit of checking social media over the sustained effort of working towards a challenging goal. While this might offer temporary pleasure, it ultimately leaves us feeling unfulfilled and dissatisfied. The ability to delay gratification, to resist the allure of immediate rewards in pursuit of something more meaningful, is a hallmark of self-control and a key ingredient for success and happiness. Think about the difference between scrolling through social media for hours and using that time to work on a personal project, learn a new skill, or connect with loved ones. One way to strengthen your delayed gratification muscle is to set realistic goals and break them down into smaller, more manageable steps. Celebrate your progress along the way, no matter how small, to reinforce the positive feelings associated with pursuing long-term goals. By choosing delayed gratification over instant pleasure, we cultivate patience, discipline, and resilience, qualities that serve us well in all areas of life. We develop a deeper appreciation for the journey, not just the destination, and create a life filled with meaning, purpose, and lasting fulfillment. Finding your flow, cultivating deep focus and engagement. In today's fast-paced, hyper-connected world, our attention is constantly being pulled in a million different directions. We're bombarded with notifications, emails, social media updates, and a never-ending stream of information. This constant distraction makes it increasingly difficult to focus on a single task for an extended period, to truly immerse ourselves in the present moment and experience the joy of deep engagement. This state of deep focus and engagement, often referred to as flow, is characterized by a sense of effortless concentration, complete absorption in the task at hand, and a loss of self-consciousness. Achieving a flow state requires minimizing distractions, setting clear goals, and engaging in activities that challenge us just enough to keep us engaged, but not so much that we become overwhelmed. Think about a time when you were so engrossed in an activity that you lost all track of time. Maybe you were working on a creative project, playing a musical instrument, or having an engaging conversation with a friend. This is the power of flow. It allows us to tap into our full potential and experience a profound sense of satisfaction and accomplishment. By minimizing distractions, setting clear goals, and engaging in activities that challenge us just enough to keep us engaged, we can tap into the power of flow and experience the joy of deep focus and engagement. The promise of balance, a life of sustainable motivation and joy. The goal of understanding dopamine and its impact on our lives is not to eliminate pleasure or live a life devoid of technology. It's about finding a balance, a way to engage with technology and the modern world in a way that supports our well-being, rather than controlling it. By understanding the dopamine system and implementing strategies to manage our dopamine levels, we can break free from the trap of instant gratification, overcome procrastination, and cultivate a deeper sense of motivation and fulfillment. We can rediscover the joy of simple pleasures, find flow in our work and hobbies, and build meaningful connections with the world around us. Imagine a life where you wake up feeling energized and motivated, eager to tackle the day ahead. You find joy in simple pleasures, a walk in nature, a good book, a meaningful conversation with a loved one, and experience a deep sense of satisfaction from pursuing your passions and achieving your goals. This is the promise of a life lived in balance with dopamine, a life of sustainable motivation, deeper fulfillment, and lasting joy.